So a quick little video for the folks at Silverado Skies. Condensation issues, considering adding gable vents. I don't think ventilation is your issue because you've got quite a few vents up here and you've got intakes in the soffits. Nowadays the fire codes don't allow intakes in the soffits. They changed that probably shortly after they built this, but anyhow, what I think is happening is that, and I saw a lot of it in Calgary this year anyways, it's just too much warm air from the house is escaping into the attic to begin with because of maybe pot lights or speakers or just penetrations in the ceiling, maybe just some, I don't know, just cavities in the framing or maybe the vapor barrier, stuff like that. So if I were you guys, I would focus first on air sealing the attic, which you can't really do that in the hot months anyways, but when it gets cold again, I'd get somebody in to air seal the attic, try to prevent as much warm, moist air from getting up into the attic in the first place. You are supposed to run low humidity in the winter, but of course, if you have hardwood floors, you're supposed to run high humidity in the winter, so I don't know the answer. Anyhow, I wouldn't add more vents if I were you. I heard from a company in Minnesota that they were running around putting in vents, and actually what happened is that there was more air from the house being sucked up into the attic as a result, and it just compounded the problem, and it wasn't until they started air sealing attics and focusing on that became the solution. And the other thing is sometimes if your attic is just under insulated, too much warmth getting in the attic, warm air carries more moisture in it than cold air, comes into contact with the cold air in the attic, loses its moisture in the form of frost. But I don't think that's your problem here either, because you have a new house. I'm sure it's insulated properly, but I would worry about air sealing before adding any more vents for sure. Last little quick note, these vents, we used them for 16 years, and this year we stopped using them because we found snow was getting into people's attics, like big drifts of snow when we had the early October fine powder snow with the heavy winds. So we use another type of vent now. You might want to change them out, or at least these three that are facing the north. It's probably not a big deal though. I saw it once in all the 16 years I've been roofing. Well, I didn't see it once, I saw it many times this year. But that's the only time I've ever seen it. So anyhow, okay, I'm gonna turn this off so I can get on my ladder.